like to go ahead and call to order the Richland County Recreation Commission regular scheduled board meeting for July 15th, 2024. Can I get a motion to adopt the agenda?
I make a motion to adopt the agenda.
Second.
Commissioner Anderson,
Yes.
Commissioner Christensen,
Yes.
Commissioner Jacobs.
Yes.
Commissioner Lapine,
Yes.
Commissioner Lindsey,
Yes.
Commissioner Mobley.
Yes.
Motion approved.
All right, so the next item up is our adoption of the minutes. I'll request the board to approve the minutes from the June 17, 2024 meeting and the June 27, 2024 special called meeting.
I
Can I get a
make,
motion?
I make the motion to approve the June 17th regular board meeting and the June 27th special call meeting.
Second.
Commissioner Anderson,
Yes.
Commissioner Christensen,
Yes.
Commissioner Jacobs,
Yes.
Commissioner Lapine,
Yes.
Commissioner Lindsey,
Yes.
Commissioner Mobley.
No on the 27th. Yes on 17.
Thank you. Motion approved.
All right, do we have any public input tonight?
We do not have any public input for tonight's meeting.
All right. So that will lead us to the financial report. We do have some attachments for that, and for that, we'll have Ryan and Zana, our chief financial officer, present to the board.
Good evening, Chair Lapine, members of the Commission Board. I'd like to begin tonight by providing you with an update, General Enterprise Fund and General and Enterprise Fund financials for the period July 1, 2023 through June 30, 2024. Total revenues for the general fund for the 12-month period were approximately 18.6 million compared to 17.2 million this time last year. Represents an increase of approximately 1.4 million to revenues, or 7.9% increase. Property tax revenue was a large driver for this increase. RCRC's overall property tax allocation did increase for fiscal year 24. Additionally, grant revenues were up from last year as we received ARPA funds at the beginning of the current fiscal year. Grant funding for the Hopkins Pool project came in, as well as funding that was built into the state budget. Program revenues for the 12-month period were 877,000 compared to 880,000 this time last year. Represents a small decrease, roughly $3,000 or approximately 0.3%. Parks and rental revenue was the largest driver for this decrease, and that was largely related to staffing throughout the year. General fund expenditures for the period were 17.5 million compared to 15.9 million this time last year. Represents approximately 9.7% increase, or 1.5 million. The biggest driver for the increase would be capital outlay expenditures, including IT expenditures, operating expenses, and salaries and fringe expenses. We did have some positions that were vacant that were filled throughout the year. And additionally, we had large capital projects that we completed throughout the year, including the Hopkins Pool project costs that were incurred related to that, as well as the parking lot renovations. Enterprise fund revenues for the current period were 1.2 million compared to 1.1 million this time last year. Represents approximately $70,000 increase, or 6.2%. Largest driver for the increase was increase in volume of green and range fees and cart rentals. Enterprise fund expenditures for this period were 1 million compared to 919,000 this time last year. Represents approximately 10.7% increase, or $98,000. Capital outlay was the largest driver for this change, along with salaries and fringe expenditures and operating expenses. The salary and fringe was largely due to the COLA that was implemented in January, and capital outlay, we did invest in and purchasing some new equipment out at Linrick. Were there any questions?
Just a real quick question on the general fund program revenue.
Sure.
So what was the biggest reason we missed our mark on that number, in your opinion?
I believe that Parks and Rental revenue was down, and it was due to staffing throughout the year. Just not having the staff on hand to meet the demand. However, we have, brought people on board. I believe we're at full strength at this point.
Is our number projected for next year budgeted similar to that 23-24 budgeted number?
Yeah, we did not increase that significantly going into next year. We're fairly conservative.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, no unfinished business. No new business, other business. Executive Director Lewis. You could come up and tell us what's going on.
Good afternoon. All right, got a few project updates. Community garden boxes. And property management staff built 3 community garden boxes at Pine and Grove and Rosenwald School. These boxes were built to help the community with some initiative with community gardens. The Rosenwald School and Pine and Grove community was very pleased with the outcome of these nice community raised boxes for our community. Crane Forest Park, that's one of our outdoor parks. It's undergone some major renovations. We've included new picnic shelter, new benches, paved and sealed basketball courts, removal of several trees. We got new basketball goals and new fencing that are forthcoming in the next couple of weeks. So as you look at the PowerPoint, you'll see different pictures and stuff that we have. We have a back to school event over there on 27th this month. So we hopefully have everything ready before the back to school bash. To continue to ensure that our parks are closely monitored. Security cameras has been added at Coffin Road Park, North Springs Park, and North Springs Community Center. Safety coordinator, Mr. George, he will continue to prioritize where we need to go with cameras to ensure the safety of our patrons and staff. Got a few agency updates. Our Richland County Recreation Foundation partnered with Founders Federal Credit Union to host 2 lunch and learns this past week. One was held at Gunners Ferry Adult Activity Center, and one was held here at the Park Lane Adult Activity Center. This luncheon provided information for financial resources for seniors, such as fraud and scams. There was a total of 81 participants between both locations. The seniors really enjoyed it, and Founders Federal Credit Union will continue to partner with the foundation to present some nice programs and activities throughout the year. On Wednesday, June 26th, RCRC hosted the Midlands Park and Recreation Directors Meeting. In attendance with Jim Helly, he's Executive Director of South Carolina Parks and Recreation Association. Randy Davis from the City of Columbia, he's the director there. Mark Myers, the Director of Irmo Chapin, and Randy Gibson, the Director of Lexington County Rec and Aging Commission. The meeting was a success. All the area executive directors, we talked about how we can engage with one another to enhance parks and rec throughout the county, not the only counties that we represent, but as a whole. So we'll continue to probably meet once a quarter at different agencies to engage in some professional development. At this time, I would like to introduce my executive staff and another leader staff. Miss Brittany Singleton, as you know, she's a former commissioner She's now the Deputy Director of Administration. She brings 20 years of experience to the division. Ms. Singleton will manage the day-to-day operations of human resources, community relation, IT, and our foundation. Also, we have Mr. Anthony Cooper. He's the Deputy Director of Operation. He brings 28 years of experience to this division. He will manage the day-to-day operation of athletics, property management and facilities, and our recreation to consist of recreation and community centers. And lastly, we have our new athletic superintendent, Mr. Barry Belleville. He brings 18 years of experience to the agency in athletics. He will manage the day-to-day operations of our tennis, Limerick Golf Center, and all athletic programs with his staff. So I'd like to.
Who is Bellevue?
Please stand, sir. Have any questions or concerns at this time,
Who won the awards?
sir?
The trophies. When do we
Oh,
do
they'll tell us soon.
that?
That's not my job. I'm not gonna do
Oh.
that.
There you go, passing the buck.
Mr. Crawford, here you go.
Oh, sorry, Kevin.
Good evening. The Juneteenth Festival Social took place on June 21st at the Garners Ferry Adult Activity Center. Approximately 80 patrons attended this event filled with community, food, and fun. Hot Rec Summer Glow Golf also took place on the 21st at North Springs Park. Over 100 kids attended this Glow Golf in the dark event. Our Art and Rec Connect Summer Series kicked off in the month of June at Friars Gate and Crane Creek Parks. This outdoor art event was a blast for all involved. Special thanks to Commissioner Christensen for attending our Friars Gate event. Additional thanks to our volunteer art teachers, Ms. Lisa Lewis Hutcherson and Leslie Wilson. On June 27th, the Employee Men's Health Luncheon hosted speakers and vendors dealing with topics related to men's health. Special thanks to Randolph Anderson for emceeing the event. Additional thanks to Director Lewis, Commissioner Jacobs, and Commissioner Lapine for their attendance. Also on the 27th, the Gaston Park Community Center hosted the National Physical Fitness Health Walk and Blood Pressure Check. Patrons enjoyed the health walk, bingo, and more. The Women's Empowerment Luncheon took place on the 29th at Hopkins Park. Patrons deeply enjoyed celebrating women through art projects and more. And our park of the month is St. Andrews Park. Thank you to park staff. Thank you to park staff John Howell, Daniel Wilkes, Noel Madison, and Delano Manning. Please still stand. Community Center of the Month is Hopkins Adult Activity Center. Thank you, Community Center staff, Ms. Della McCullough and Daryl Davis. In addition, we'd like to thank District Supervisor, Mr. Ira Thomas, and AAC Supervisor, Ms. Demetria Goodwin. And upcoming events. July 19th, we have our Art and Rec Connect Summer Youth Series at Park Lane Tennis Center. Also on the 19th, we have our second Hot Rec Summer Splash Party at St. Andrews Park. On the 26th, we have Art and Rec Connect Summer Youth Series at Crane Creek Community Park and Friars Gate. On the 26th, we also have our Back to School Bash at North Springs Park. Also on the 26th, a busy day, our Hawaiian Luau at the Park Lane Adult Activity Center. On the 27th is our Back to School community event at the Crane Forest Neighborhood Park. On the 30th, hot dog and ice cream social at Ballantyne Community Center. August 2nd, back to school bash at St. Andrews Park. August 3rd, back to school bash at Meadow Lake Park. August 6th, National Night Out across the country. August 10th, Hornet Hoop Skill Camp at St. Andrews Park with the Charlotte Hornets organization. August 10th also is our King George giveaway concert at Garner's Ferry Sports Complex. August 17th, MLB pitch, hit, and run at Polo Road Park. And in conclusion, August 30th, Cycle for Sickle Cell at Eastover Park. This concludes my report. Are there any no questions and concerns?
So that's over. So we'll go into executive session. Can I get a motion to?
I make a motion to go in executive session.
Second.
Commissioner Anderson,
Yes.
Commissioner Christensen,
Yes.
Commissioner Jacobs,
Yes.
Commissioner Lapine,
Yes.
Commissioner Lindsey,
Yes.
Commissioner Mobley.
Yes.
Motion approved.
All right, like to make a motion to come out of executive session?
I second. I'll make the motion to come out executive session.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Second.
Commissioner Anderson,
Yes.
Commissioner Christensen,
Yes.
Commissioner Jacobs.
Yes.
Commissioner Lindsey,
Yes.
Commissioner Lapine,
Yes.
Commissioner Mobley.
Yes.
Motion approved.
All right, there was no votes taken in executive session. We do have one one action item to take place, and that would be longevity pay, number 140.
I make a motion.
No, let me make this motion.
Oh.
Go ahead, go ahead.
I'm the one that-
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
engineered
let
this.
you- Sorry, James.
And when I came here, my job to come here was to get these employees the longevity payback and get the line dancers contracts back that they took away from us when we were, I've been teaching line dance for 20-something years here. And all of a sudden they give me a contract telling me I got to pay $1 million worth of insurance. So I wanted to get that changed. Today, that's changed. Now I'm gonna do the longevity pay for the employees, and my job for coming here is done. I hope y'all read my lips. It's done.
What does that mean?
Matt, Mr. Chair,
Oh, well, it's a first. It's a first.
Mr. Chair, I make a motion that we reinstate the longevity policy for all employees, all full-time employees.
Thank you, sir.
Number,
Based on the policy.
excuse me.
Based on. the
Okay, we'll
policy.
just move to adopt the longevity policy,
Number 140.
number 140.
Second.
Commissioner Anderson.
Yes.
Commissioner Christensen.
Yes.
Commissioner Jacobs.
Yes.
Commissioner Lapine,
Yes.
Commissioner Lindsey,
Yes.
Commissioner Mobley.
Yes.
Motion approved.
All right, Mr. Bobley, can you make a motion for us to adjourn?
Mr. Mobley makes a motion for this court to adjourn.
Do I have a second?
For this board to adjourn.
Second.
Commissioner Anderson.
Yes.
Commissioner Christensen.
Yes.
Commissioner Jacobs.
Yes.
Commissioner Lapine,
Yes.
Commissioner Lindsey,
Yes.
Commissioner Mobley.
Yes.
Motion approved, meeting adjourned.